I just burped again, and I remember the point of the Bubba story that I didn't make. See, welcome to having ADD as well. I got a perfect storm of shit in my head, and wow, it's overwhelming, honestly. So, the burp. The peppermint. The peppermint. At the end of the day, the peppermint gives me gas. It's not stinky gas, so, and whatever, it's natural. A friend of mine, Moraine, used to be all like, hey, I'm a big hooker bear, and he'd be all like, Huggy Bear would like be popping farts or like whatever, and just be like, nothing, it's natural, it's a thing, it's like, why, and having a dog, I'm like, much like in the Garden of Eden, animals are not ashamed. We feel a need to hide parts of ourselves. I believe animals still are in the Garden of Eden. And that we keep fucking storming the gates and we fuck shit up. The Matrix, we are a virus. But that's okay because we can also be too viral to fail. Adapt and overcome. Don't coulda, woulda, shoulda. Don't blind yourself with labels. Look at the facts. Look at what's in front of you and MacGyver the shit. If you don't know what right is, ask the masses. Because that will maintain the organic normalcy. As the masses change, that is your adapting guideline. I've gotten into watching some show on Lizzie Borden lately. I like the actress too. When I was a kid, that's what I used to look like. It was like, what are you for Halloween? I'm a homicidal maniac. They look like everyone else, and I had like the long hair and the braids and all that kind of stuff. And actually, when the movie came out, like that was, yeah, right. I'm a homicidal maniac. They look like just like everybody else. So even as a child, I've been different, and I have busted my ass worldwide to understand, own, and accept all the ways in which I am different. And I had to die to get that final piece. And I mean that as the double entendre it is, although I realized that as I said it, I needed to get the final piece of the puzzle, but I also needed to get the final piece in me. Oils, burping, peppermint, it fixes my stomach, it gives me gas, but you know what? An occasional burp, so far I haven't even caught one on camera yet, an occasional burp or an even less occasional fart versus feeling like I'm being waterboarded 24/7, I'll take it. It's a win. Yeah, of course, I'm still get the short end of the stick here, but you know what? Work with what I got. Move forward. Charlie Mike. It's a thing. It's a thing. That's all. It is. I am. We are. And in some sort of social butterfly effect of behavioral psychology, every sin there is and has ever been has been a holdover from the first sin and is continued on as we visit the sins of the parents onto the sins of the children. And the only way it stops is with us. The only way it stops is if we, those of now, and I mean that on various levels as well, those of now, make that decision every breath to say, stop, no, these sins will not continue. It will go no further. I say no. Because Darwinism and evolutionary psychology assures us that there's more of us than there are of them. We are living in Dr. Milgram's behavioral psychology experiment of manipulation when not a single person got in checked on that man. Trying to decide what to do now. I really need a personal moment, even although I am there just a couple of minutes until I get back to work. Then part of me also feels like if my lack of belief in myself is being punished by my need to convince others to believe in me, then it would never be that simple. It would never be that easy. That'd be too easy. You know, I mean, think about it. Every religious text, every philosopher, even someone as simple as Eckhart Tolle, and dude, your life, you changed my life when I was in the nunnery reading your shit. But still, couldn't we be a little more fucking direct about shit? Couldn't we just say A plus B equals C, asshat? What the fuck is wrong with you? Yes, I understand the point of experiential learning. I get it. Better than most. But y'all aren't offering enough guidance. Actually, I am much more taken with Tony Robbins. I would hope I am heading towards being a mix of Tony Robbins and Eckhart Tolle, what a fucking boot up your ass. Actually, dude, that'd be kind of cool. Okay. Tony Robbins, Eckhart Tolle, and a boot up your ass. That's something I can do. I can do that. See, and this right here, this is how my realizations work. This is how my mind works. You're watching it in action. My therapists, oh my gosh, and I'm giving them any and all legal release to write whatever, say whatever about my therapy sessions, whatever they want. Because I've still had to go through all the steps. I have just done it in breakneck, unprecedented speed of recovery. Because of what I'm showing you right now. And that's why I deserve for people to believe in me. It's because I'm showing everything. I've even had to go through questioning if I was crazy or not. Trust me, I didn't even believe in God before I died. I mean, a good idea. I like it. Yeah. You mean I went to the nunnery and shit before I died, so obviously I was desperately seeking something, but I had to die to know what. And I know. And Stephanie was good. And Stephanie was the one that I asked about this whole God thing, because I'm like, I'm starting to feel, because we went through the whole Amber becomes Zoe, devil, angel. I mean, we went through the whole fucking steps of the pyramid towards unification, of dialectic behavioral therapy, of accepting that you are both sides of you. just like I explained it, just like I explained so much big shit into simple shit. Because Einstein said if you really understand something, you can explain it to a child. I was smart before. Don't get me wrong, I was smart. But that was also part of my pride because I had had to survive on my intellect. I was the runt of the litter that lived a hell of a fucking life. And I'm a survivor. To hell and back again, you know? Um, and I adapt. And I manipulate. And knowledge must precede wisdom. My first life was about gaining knowledge, and I did very well on that mission. All of my knowledge was focused in one from childhood on forward. Practical exercises from 5 right on through. And I excelled. I always, in hindsight's 2020. Now in hindsight I can look back and connect the dots and go, damn! But knowledge must precede wisdom. And so my first life was the seeking of knowledge, and I excelled. When I died, I had to believe that I was worth going to heaven, to be able to learn, to be able to transform that knowledge into wisdom. And because I didn't believe in myself, because I lied to myself, because I hid from myself, because Big Bird, because I already am everything I was working so hard to be. Birdie. Thank you. I understand that now. I understand that now. And my orders come from within me because they are the echoes in action of that spark of life inside me. And yes, I'm still working on a lot of anger issues. And yes, I am a very driven bitch. But guess what? That's part of why God chose me for this mission. God has lots of soldiers out there operating. I'm not even special in this. It's just that this was my mission. So she, it, the all one God. See, I'm still working on my labels too. God chose me because I'm the best man for this job. There are plenty other jobs out there that are being done as we speak. I am not the only soldier, just this is my mission. And so to be able to convince the masses, I must first believe. And to be able to lead the masses, I must lead by example. But know from the very beginning, I am to be replaced immediately. Yes, I am leveraging cult of personality. Because the only thing I know to do is to apply war tactics in a peaceful way. But I am to be replaced immediately. I am to be an advisor. I am to influence. If we really wanted to end wars, the only actions we, well, no, I got into that in a discussion earlier. Because then you slip down a very slippery slope with Ollie North. I don't know. I'm still thinking on that one, basically. I'm still Rubik's Cube, like, flipping through all the... I'm still figuring shit out. You know, I mean, I too am an organic living roadmap. My orders change all the time. You know, when... I'm ready to redeploy home. I'm tired, guys. Let me pass this mission on, please. I have been a good soldier. I followed orders. I have given my absolute best. I want the work to carry forward with all of you. Too viral to fail, remember? With roots deep and wide. It does not matter the wind that blows the tree. I'm speaking up as the tip of the spear, but the tip of the spear gets dulled real quick. It gets thrown once, okay? And then it gets used for ceremonial purposes. Okay, if you wanted to keep that tip anyway. I mean, and I'm sure as far as my moving forward, I've already had the operations, and I've already given a very broad overview of those operations to you guys, and I see my longer term view just being, I just want to I want to write, I want to research, and I want to continue doing this and talking to people as I have my nice little cruise ship program bubble insulation around me. No money, exchange hands either directions. It's a deal on a shake, because that's the American way. And I just get to be a conduit of a very specific, certain type of wisdom. All I am is me. I can do no more than who I am. And although, yeah, I've still got a long road to home, I am doing the best I can right now, in the moment, and this is it. I do not know what the future holds, and you know orders change all the time. But please let me be the ceremonial sword. I am done for battle. I needed to get the anger and the wrath of Amber on camera so that I could also show you that's not who I am anymore. I lived that life and I did it very, very well. And that tool is in my toolbox when I need it. And things like rolling up on my toes with the Marine and Sally the Widow, Slater's Lane 501, Alexandria, Virginia 501, Slater's Lane 22314. I was so proud of myself in that moment. Each of those 2 moments, because once could be an accident, you know, seconds verification. Bam! Amber is still a tool in that toolbox, but has learned a governor. You transgress, I will fiercely remind you to stop before I make you. Don't transgress on me, don't transgress on you. Because honestly, at the end of the day, I don't give enough of a fuck about you to transgress on you. I'm busy doing my own thing. You're killing my high. Get out of my bubble. Just do good things. you know. And then honestly, I see myself kind of like being a spokesperson, a face of a movement kind of thing, the ceremonial sword brought out for dinners and, you know, whatever, right? I want to be the brain that helps continuing process this ops. And yes, I know that technically that would make me the officer, and wow, that realization was a bit of again, this is all about taking opposites and forcing balance and growth. And wow, I have now just had, I am being forced into the officer role to learn forgiveness. All right. Adapt and overcome. So I am being forced into the officer role to sit in the rear with the gear and enjoy the air conditioning. And I have said many times before, I am the information conduit. That is it. I'm the guy fucking holding the fire hose as it just all comes out. My frail human self is not designed to withstand information sharing and execution. This mission relies on you. Any person watching this, it relies on you. Turn and send it to 2 more people and tell them to send it to 2 more people. This mission relies on you. Too viral to fail. Remember, I am just the information conduit. That's it. And I aspire to continue sharing this wisdom without burden and without yoke. I want to partner with organizations in exchange for shared mission, and businesses in exchange for marketing. I am offering myself as the tip of the spear of veterans by turning veterans into trauma gurus and recovery specialists by learning how to themselves, and then release them onto America's wild, empowering others to grow and heal and learn as they have, enjoying financially comfortable lives as they continue a mission that's in our blood. And we do it together as family. That's all I want. You know, I don't want to pick on people. I don't want to yell. I don't want to be angry all the time. It's fucking tiring. It hurts. I just want to inspire. I want to guide. I want to encourage. I want to lead the way. I've got your 12 if you've got my 6. Happy hunting.